Hello friends, and welcome back to the Mothership. It is turkey time again, and this time we are smoking up our very own bone-in turkey breast on the Weber Kettle Rotisserie. Let's get started. This is a bone-in turkey breast. Now, first things first, guys, you know, it's poultry, which means that I need to give it a wet bath. So last night, this went into a bath of kosher salt. 1 tablespoon kosher salt to 1 cup of water. Got it nice and submerged in there and left it overnight. That gets everything nice and salty, gets the saline level that we want, and it helps preserve a little bit of moisture. As far as trimming, this is actually pretty good. I think this looks fine to me. Just make sure they didn't provide anything gross in here, which, like, you know, if you buy full turkey, they'll give you some gizzards and a little baggie. Don't want to cook that. This does not. That's good. I'm going to take this off. Perfect. All right. Now, when you're doing your wet brine, you absolutely could add all kinds of stuff in there. I've done orange juice and garlic and all kinds of fun stuff in the past. You could certainly do that here. For this bird, what we're going to do is we're just going to give it a coating of some garlic powder and then coarse black pepper. And obviously do the whole thing. Looks good to me. Now, here is our rotisserie. What we want to do, so we want to get this rotisserie right through here, get it onto the spit, and then get it attached with our little forks here. Tighten it down. Get the other one on. Now, while this feels nice and secure right now, we don't want to trust that, so we are going to trust it. If you were doing a full turkey, obviously you definitely want to trust it because you don't want those wings and stuff to fall off. But even with a breast like this, I'm going to just tie it onto the spit just to make sure that it doesn't fall off. That would be not so fun. So I'm just going to get some butcher's twine here. Start out by tying it on nice and tight. And just attach it all over. Perfect. And this is all ready to go, which means it's time to get that kettle nice and hot and ready for us to toss this on. Fire is lit. You can't really tell, but I put all my coals on one side and then I put a drip pan in the middle. Some people like to do coals on either side, but I like to have it on one just to give it so it's not always being hit with heat. It has time to cool off slightly on the other side as it's spinning around in circles. But it's time to throw our turkey on. So let me grab it. Let's put it into the spit. Let's go. Now, this is a little bit easier with multiple people. Someone to hold the lid, which is nice and hot right now. But get everything into their little groove, just like so. Hit the button. We're cooking, my friends. And now the game plan, guys, is we are going to cook this until we get an internal temperature of about 160. But let it just keep spinning. Watch it. Make sure it doesn't stall or anything. And that's it. I'm going to throw some wood chunks on too to get some smoky flavor. Because I am throwing wood chunks on, I'm going to put the lid with the vents on the far side so the smoke has to travel across to get out. Perfect. Let's keep monitoring it. Sorry, it's very dark out, but we've been running for about 2 hours, and honestly, that looks pretty good to me. So let's check it. I'm going to give it a quick probe on the temp, but I think we're probably done. Let's turn this off real quick. Let's use the old thermopen. 158. Honestly, we could probably pull it now. 150. Let's keep running. But we're definitely getting there. Like I said, we're about 2 hours, so this might be about a 2.5 hour cook, something like that. So let's keep doing its thing. But we're definitely going to monitor more frequently now. 2.5 hours in, and that turkey looks amazing. Average temperature somewhere around 350. I think this is ready to take inside. We're going to take it. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. I'm going to take it inside and go let it rest for a few minutes, and then we're going to cut it open and we're going to just see how good this is. And it's turkey time. Let's get this truss off of here. cut off all my little pieces of string. God, this smells so good. My goodness. Then we want to unscrew our little, I don't even know what these are called. The little, I'm sure they have an actual name. The claws on your spit. Somebody put in the comments below, what the heck are these called? They have a name, I'm sure. But get them off. And what we are left with is this beautiful boneless turkey breast. Now, the question is, why do you do boneless? And why do you do a turkey breast? Well, if you don't want the drums and you don't want the wings, this is a much easier way to do a turkey. Honestly, that was a pretty simple cook. You don't have to worry about wondering what one section is going to be versus the other. You're basically just cooking the breast meat, which is the main part of the meat, and then a little bit on the sides. But it is a little bit less concern about getting everything done at the same temperature. So let's just carve out this section of meat here on this breast, which is something I wanted to do last year and I did not do it, which is to create like a little scoop. And I think I missed a bunch of meat there, but that's okay, I'll get it on the next round. The idea is to get a nice breast like so. Actually pretty close. Bones right there. So a little bit of meat, but not a lot. But what I wanted to do last year was scoop out the meat and then cut it on the side so you actually have it cut from the correct angle on your meat. So when I eat this, I'm going to cut it this way, and we're going to see how we did. All this is going to get eaten, obviously. If you're carving a turkey, you're just cutting it right off the bone, but that is not going with the grain. The correct way to go with the grain would be to scoop it out and then cut it on the side like so. So, now it's time, guys, to give the old-fashioned taste test. Alrighty, now there's obvious questions of why we did what we did. The rotisserie turkey. Rotisserie is great because you're just getting that even cook on there. We have it injected. In this case, we just did a wet brine, but we have enough of salt and delicious flavor inside of that turkey, and then a good exterior cover of our rub. So when we're turning it around, it's kind of basting itself as it spins, which is kind of the idea of the rotisserie. And if you've ever gotten a rotisserie chicken, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's delicious. Why are we doing a turkey breast? Because if you don't want to have the turkey legs or the wings, honestly, it cooks a lot more even. One of the biggest problems with cooking a big turkey is that getting everything to kind of finish at the same time is difficult. So just doing a turkey breast, especially a bone-in breast, everything just gets done at the same time and it's a lot easier. Now for this turkey breast, guys, it took about 2.5 hours, which is pretty quick. Like I said, I put it into the wet bath overnight, then threw it on there, and then 2.5 hours later, we have a delicious looking turkey breast. There's a little bit of a smoke ring, not a lot, but it smells really good. I know it's gonna be super juicy. I just cut off a piece of our turkey breast, and it's time to give it the old-fashioned chomp. Perfect. Can't beat that, guys. Perfect amount of salt. You got some flavor from the garlic powder and the black pepper. And the turkey is just perfect. It is. Not overcooked, just delicious. I pulled this off around 160 degrees. And the problem with cooking turkey, guys, is I'm going to keep trying to eat pieces of it. So if you watch me cutting pieces and then you don't see me eating them, because I'm editing them out, I'm definitely eating them because they are delightful. Now the real problem with this whole cook is, guys, with this bone-in turkey breast, it's not a lot of meat. So if you're doing it for a huge family, you're going to miss out on a certain amount of meat. But you could do multiple ones of these on that truss. Honestly, the Weber Kettle Rotisserie attachment could probably take 2 of these easily. You could definitely do a whole turkey, which I will try in the future. But if you're just cooking for a smaller amount of people, just you and your significant other and maybe a kid or two, you could probably just do one of these turkey breasts and be just fine. The bone-in breasts are probably even cheaper than a full turkey. But you know what? That's up to you to figure out what works for you. But I know a lot of people last year were asking me, how do you just do a bone-in turkey breast? This is how you do it. Super easy. Rotisserie makes it work really simply. And this is just super juicy and delicious. The skin is crispy. Can't complain here. I'm enjoying this, and this is how we're doing our turkey this year, guys. But I would love to hear from you guys down below. How are you doing your turkey this year? Are you gonna do something crazy, something new, or are you just doing the tried and true? Most importantly, guys, I'm super thankful for all of you. This is maybe my 3rd, 4th year doing this channel. Every year is a new experience. I'm really enjoying it. Love all of you. Thankful for every single one of you that guys watch my videos, every single one of you that comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. But most importantly, guys, have a great year, and I'll catch you on the next UFO barbecue. Bye-bye.